Welcome to New Hope Ministries mobile pantry trailer. We're currently at York Haven right now doing a mobile. We'll be preparing to serve some folks this afternoon. In about another 20 minutes, we'll have them lined up. Here's the carts that we get to use. We'll provide them for our guests to help make it easier on the shopping. This is the sign-in table where everybody signs up for a U.S. Department of Agriculture food, government food. And then they go on into the trailer. Once they get inside the trailer, we have a cart. We provide some bags in it. Food Lion provided a bunch of bags, and we get to use them, reusable bags. Usually we use the paper bags. But today we get to use reusable. First thing we get to do when we get in the trailer, the guest gets to decide on their milk and eggs. And then they also get to choose some meat items, depending on the size of their family. We use cards that tell people what items they're allowed to get based on the size of their family. It's not more so an allowance, but it's to keep everybody the same, treat everybody fairly the same way. Everybody who gets to shop once a month, this is their amount of choices they get to make. It's about a week's worth of food, and they get to make their own choices. A week's work doesn't seem like much, but when you're scraping living from paycheck to paycheck, when you're trying to scrape up enough money to pay for doctor bills and stuff, a week's worth of food will come in pretty awful handy. So the meat choices today we have is ground beef, sliced ham, ground venison, and chicken drumsticks. So they collect these items, we put them in their bags for them, and then we move on down the line. First thing we get to see is we get sweet corn in our vegetable section. That came from Oak Grove Farms a couple days ago. And we have also some cucumbers from Mary Jane Melhorn's garden. And we got some potatoes and onions. And then we also have canned vegetables for everyone. They get to decide what they want based on their living condition, what they like, how much salt they can take in, what's their favorite kind. They get to pick, they get to decide, just like a grocery store. So then after they finish with the vegetables, we swing around behind us, and that's where our protein choices are. That's where the canned meats and pork and beans, peanut butter, dried beans, nuts. And then the next choices they have are the meals, and we have chicken broth, SpaghettiOs, and beef stew, soups, spaghetti sauce, and macaroni and cheese. And after we finish there, we move on down to the next and that's the grains, which has the cereals, the rice, the spaghetti, and elbow macaroni, things of that nature. They get to decide which ones and how much of each one they get to take. Then we come around the other side, we have our fruits. We have a couple fresh fruits, which are apples and oranges today. We also have canned items, so they get to pick. We got some fruit juice in there, some grapefruit juice, yum yum. We also have raisins and dried fruits. And then they get to decide. You get to pick which ones they want. We also have miscellaneous items, which are typically chips and cookies and cakes, ketchup, mustard, and typically a lot of jellies and things of that nature. If I have bags of sugar, I'll put that in here. And then just outside in this, I have moved it outside, but in this empty space would have been the toiletry items, and along with cleaning supplies and dishwashing soap and laundry soap and things of that nature. So the guest collects all these items and puts them in their bags, and then we'll help them down the ramp and out to their car and help to put it in their car. And then we bring the cart back and collect up the next guest and bring them through the trailer also. So this is the mobile trailer for New Hope Ministries.